How many of you in this room know Judy Robinette? Well, the answer is you should, because she's a superconnector. What is a superconnector? It's a term ubiquitously found in today's media, yet recently created a few years ago. It's mentioned in the following media publications, and you can see in the following titles. But it's loosely defined, essentially. It could be called relationship brokering. It could be called facilitating. It could be called sourcing human capital towards ventures, or sourcing actual capital towards ventures, but yet loosely defined, and best described by the sterling example of Judy Robinette. Relationship brokering is a new form of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship, defined by the French economists in the 1700s, as shifting resources from an area of lower yield to one of higher yield, creating greater productivity, essentially. This new form of entrepreneurship can be seen with high-powered real estate brokers, mortgage brokers, essentially brokering deals, yet it can be found where there's not so clear-cut framework involved. My personal favorite example is the equity placement agent, most commonly referred to as an equity syndicate, who sources capital towards starting out hedge funds or unproven hedge fund managers, and is not really liked in the media because of the high commissions they charge. Someone who is a little bit more liked in the media, who we mentioned earlier, the woman with the titanium Rolodex, Judy Robinette. Now, Judy is the link all the way in Preston, Ohio, all the way in Preston, Iowa, essentially, between Oprah, President Clinton, and President Obama. Now, you're probably thinking, wow, she has amazing connections. She probably went to Yale, Harvard, Stanford, right? Wrong. Judy has been able to be a person of influence, cited in numerous publications, all from her fingertips, from following her curiosity, and through her altruistic motives of superconnecting. Moving forward, Judy has shared the stage with the likes of Richard Branson, Mark Cuban, Magic Johnson, and other EY Entrepreneurs of the Year. How does she do it, you ask? There's a few theories behind superconnecting, and specifically ones that she owns. Judy believes this: all problems can be solved with networking. Lack of capital, lack of knowledge, essentially all problems. Networking is the end-all, be-all. I mean, on an individual level, to everyone here in this room, we know we need to network, but do we know why? And more importantly, can we quantify the effects of networking down the road? There's a few principles out there. Metcalfe's Law, which everyone knows in the early stages of the internet, was influential. The more nodes in a network, the more powerful the network is, right? Can also be applied in this regard. The more people within your network that you're connecting, that you're helping out, and that you have altruistic motives and influence to, creates a more powerful network. It's suggested that we should scale up our networks rather than scale down, and we should not be bogged down by connecting one person to another just because we're busy on the day-to-day. And Judy's a prime example of the value and exponential growth of a network after decades and decades of connecting individuals from an altruistic standpoint. Judy's been referred to as, we mentioned earlier, the woman with the titanium Rolodex. She's also been referred to as one of the most important people for anyone in the startup industry to know, essentially. Judy's got the ability to source capital towards an idea, towards unproven entrepreneurs, basically with just her standing behind it. Pretty powerful concept, if you ask me. To take things a little bit further, we look at this exponential growth of superconnecting, the growth of networking, and also this new form of entrepreneurship. And we ask ourselves, does Judy have to invest anything more than her reputation and her time? And what does Judy get in return? It's a pretty interesting concept to see a business where you invest no capital, you help people out, and in the end, it benefits you, although that wasn't your motive all along. I thought it was interesting, and I wanted to leave you all with that. Thank you.